how you doing? And welcome to this trade recap playlist. So I put this playlist together because I'm a firm believer in it doesn't really matter what strategy you use to enter and trade the market. I found what truly matters is when you start trading the live market and all the fun psychological games that come with it. Things such as like revenge trading, FOMO, greed, bit of patience. I've been fortunate enough to be trading now for about 5 years, full time for coming up 3 years. I found that throughout these 5 years, I've learned so much from trading the live market. And my favourite thing about trading is that I continue to learn. I've only scraped the surface, I know it. Every time I step onto the charts, I learn something new, whether it be about the charts, whether it be like a mirror into my own psyche. And I saw it as a bit of a blessing that midway through last year, I went back to week one, day one. I had no capital in my personal trading account, and I also lost my funding. And I saw it, as a blessing that now I can record every trade that I take, every lesson that I learn, not just for my own benefit, but hopefully to help you guys too. So maybe we don't have to make the same mistakes twice. You can just learn from my mistakes and become more consistent, profitable traders, because that's the plan, right? And also the good times as well. You know, there's a lot of real nice parts of trading. For now, I've timestamped these videos down the bottom with the intro, this waffle, so you don't have to listen to this every time, thank God. The actual video breakdown of the trade itself, the entry criteria diagram as well, and also the proof of these trades. I want to be completely transparent with you guys and share every single trade that I take, and I'll be taking screenshots of my broker, of my personal broker, of my FTMO account and my trade copiers, so you can see that every trade that I show you is every single trade that I take. I really hope this channel helps you, and I enjoy making the videos. They actually really help me as well. And if you do like them, please give it a like, give it a subscribe, all that good stuff. And I really look forward to seeing you guys on the charts. Take it easy. Bye. Hey up everyone, how you doing? Welcome back to another trade recap. I just quickly wanted to go over a counter trend trade that I didn't take because it didn't quite fit the edge. We didn't get a 1 minute inducement. But I just want to show you, it was a nice setup, and she did actually melt off with a nice bit of inducement. But then the reason I didn't take that is because we started to chase a little bit. It was no longer from the extremity. And I keep talking to you guys about, there's a lot of times where these trades go without you, and I don't get to show them. But this one was pretty close to where I do take a trade, so I thought I'll quickly show you it. Go from the 4 hour. So counter trend because we're currently pretty bullish on the 4 hour. Swing structure long, demand order flow long, but counter trend, we have tapped into a strong level of supply that flipped a strong level of demand, swept some liquidity. I was having a little look at some counter trend shorts. You guys like my new anchored text? See the thought. Sorry, note the truth. Note the thought and see the truth. Just trying to bring a bit more awareness to making sure we don't trade emotionally after the challenge being failed and all that kind of good stuff. Took the lessons away from it. I think I was getting caught up in thoughts and acting on them rather than actually just seeing the truth of the market. I thought that'd be a good little anchored text. I like these things. Any little quotes or anything that kind of just little refreshers. Anchored text is up here, and you can type in whatever you like, and no matter where you move on the
chart, she's there. Anyway, so it's mitigating this 4-hour point of interest, and I should take it back a little bit actually, a bit more. And yeah, this is where things start to get a little bit chasey, so I didn't bother. But we got the flip, and this area here is kind of what the flip area I was looking at for possible longs, and we do take a long from, because we got the flip inducement, and I saw it as the Asian sweep. So this was my sort of original daily idea. Yeah, it's flipped this. This is a 4-hour high, okay, but it's also a sweep. Remember I said I don't really play it as a sweep until it's swept and then starts breaking levels, whatever, levels of demand. Until then I play it as a breakout. Anyway, so we flip this. Let me just get to 1 minute because this is more the importance of it. So yeah, we had some really nice supply order flow. There was some stuff up here, extremities, and I was looking at this stuff because we're getting some supply order flow. I basically just had I think it was this one, where if we got inducement here, I was going to take it, but we didn't, so I didn't take it. But she ended up melting. So yeah, we had the shock. I don't know if that's the exact shock, but it's just the obvious one to look out for. We had the flip, tap, fail, boom, 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 flip, and yeah, no flip inducement though. Now I kind of was waiting to see if we had a little something like that. That's the flip inducement. Then come up, tap, melt off. That's what I was looking for, but we didn't get it. So without flip inducement, 3.5 up there. And it is something I'm starting to look at a little bit because they do go a lot without me, without the flip inducement. And I'm looking at stuff like if we have, again, I'm looking at this. I'm going to do a lot of, looking back over the my notions and stuff and keep an eye on it. If we have strong 15-minute flip inducement, and we've been sweeping lots of high time frame liquidity, which we have on the 4-hour, hadn't we? This is like a sweep, and this high here is actually a 15-minute flip inducement sweep as well. Right, I don't want to get too far into this trade because I didn't even take it. But yeah, she went. And then we actually did have a flip inducement here. And I was like, ooh, that's looking juicy. And I had all this kind of marked up. And then I just thought about, last week's trades. I'm getting a bit far away here from the extremity. And, there's still some little hidden gems up here. What can come up, swept, go down. And, I don't play from decisionals. But yeah, unfortunately this one tapped nicely. And there was a bit of bollocks. Again, I'm doing these recaps to share thought processes and be like, that's lovely, look at that. That's literally, I wanted to show this because that is a clean example of this badger here is a very nice 15-minute point of interest that flipped a strong level of supply. This is our 4-hour point of interest over here. Tested, failed, tested, 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 failed. Swept, breaks. So yeah, very nice level there. 1 minute inducement, beautifully before the flip. Yeah, bang on tap, melted. When I look back at this is a very nice, but it is chasey. There's stuff up here still. I gotta be honest, yeah, I'm gonna share my thought process here, guys. I feel a little bit sketty and a little bit fried from all the abnormal trades I took last week at the end of the challenge, because I haven't traded like that for a while, and that has been a little bit of a kick in the teeth to just be like, these are old mistakes. So yeah, this was a bit annoying, the end of the week. So what happened that week, I was a bit like, come on, Mush, this is where this came from. Stop trading from thoughts and see the truth of the market, of what's going on. So yeah, even recapping this, I'm still a bit like, that came up and swept and went. Would I be saying this, or is this the edge? A little bit sketchy. I'm on a very nice, relaxing weekend, and be aware of very clear setups for next week, I think. Anyway, should we get back to the actual trade I took? Probably be the best bet. So yeah, I was looking at this level here, which again, the high of this 4 hour. Let me just. So this has like caused the break of this 4 hour high. Okay, and this is pro trend now, so we can be really aggressive, more aggressive. Yeah, swing structure, break string structure, big push. Yeah, so I was happy to we got the setup to look for longs. Had the flip inducement, lovely flip inducement for it, which was good. And that's right, I was actually having this wick kind of marked out originally, and we weren't getting any 1 minute chock or flip. So we ended up coming down to this level, which still made very nice sense. Down on the 1 minute Azure. So yeah, high time frame, pro trend. I haven't got the notion up, but let me get it up. So we're pro trend, 15 minute. I'll tell you what, fucking hell. So I was playing from this wick here. That was in my original thought, because it swept liquidity and then gone, and I've not. See, what am I doing? My head is got to be a bit aware here, because this point of interest has not swept liquidity. Flip inducement. Are we serving from an area that swept liquidity? No, because as I said, I'm looking at this wick here originally. When I was marking this up, and then we just trickled down a little bit lower. That's Wally. Let's get rid of that. It's not the edge, guys. It's not the edge. Anyway, create a flip or above. Yep. Right, so let's pretend we had swept liquidity. This is why it's good for me to do these recaps as well. It's a good thing, all the trades you take, have a little look back at them when you're unemotionally attached, and just make sure that it is the edge and it's not emotion trading or anything. So anyway, this is where I was looking for chock and a flip, and we got a chock. Don't think this is the flip yet. I think we're holding. Oh, we didn't get a chock yet. No, not yet. We're always kind of like looking interesting because we're getting these levels of supply sort of holding, being tested. Yeah, this is the sweep. This is tapped into that 15-minute sweep, and we ended up just coming a little bit lower. And I don't think I went up to the 15-minute. I think I literally just moved this across. Yeah, that's what it's tapping into now. This is the sweep mitigation. And yeah, I just moved down to see what this area is. There's no sweep mitigation there. Never mind. Then we got, where is it? Yeah, here comes a nice flip. So we tapped into that. My chock is now this. So important, thing to take away from here. When we get these little entries or we're moving a bit lower, I usually do just keep flicking to the high time frame. Don't have to go to the high time frames, but keep our 15-minute measure there. Yeah, and that I saw. I mean, this was the level of supply here. Really was being tested. Broken. Date change, or it broke more than that, I'm sure. Hang on. This is almost embarrassing. I didn't even take any photos. What is going on? Anyway, flip inducement was that one. So this is what I'm looking at. And where are we? Yeah, I'm sure that broke. It broke above this, but not very well. Anyway, it wasn't too bad though, because we actually get a better break in a minute. That I thought we were out, but yeah, luck was on our side. We stayed in. I was like, oh, yeah. And then we got that nice push. I was like, go on. And that's been a nice sweep as well. And then yeah, did get that flip and that break. You could say no inducement though now. But yeah, at this point, whoops, I had my profit target set, and we never got there though. I think she plays around for a while. Yeah, thanks through. Now is that one? I believe she actually does go from here. She did one more sweep, and then she goes. Yeah, just a little bit lower. I wonder where that actually went from. Was there an entry? Let's have a little look. That would have been the flip area there. Oh wait. Would have had that low covered. Something like in this wick here. Maybe a bit of order flow. That's in. Nah, she never came back for us anyway. I would have said that's the flip. Nothing down here is flipped. That's the inducement. Yeah, we wouldn't have had it anyway. No worries. But yeah, what did she go from? Let's have a little look. Nothing that swept liquidity, so it's none of our business. Yeah, never mind. Cool. That's that. Yeah, she's come up, and it looks like do love investigating price action with fresh. Sweet. See, this is a little bit, so okay, that's giving me a bit more of a warm, fuzzy feeling. Remember I said there was little things up here, nice supply, order flow, and I felt this was chasing. And you know, we could still come up, sweep all this, and then go. And this is something important to know, or a lesson that I learned a while ago about the markets. It's just because there's like liquidity here. I mean, just because there's like any reason what you see for price action to move to that certain area, there's nothing what says when it does it. You know what I mean? Like, this could have been left for like another 10 years. You know, even if there was stops and everything there and whatever. It could have done it then. Could have done it next month. Or you could have done it in the New York session. So we did get a sweep. We did do all this. So yeah, I'm not too fussed about missing this because it's not the edge. It's chasing. It's from decisional. It looks pretty clean. It's got a lot of things to the edge, and it did go. But I'm not going to lose sleep over it because yeah, there was still stuff higher than it, and we covered the extremities. Have a little look at what's going on. Going back down. Anyway, trade recap. We'll just stick to that. So yeah, hope that helped. And I'll see you guys on the next trade. Ooh, have a good one. Cheers. Bye. I just wanted to show you guys the proof of these trades. There it is on the broker where we took it at 9:45 on the 9th of June. Tagged in there at 9:45, 9th of June. Got filled at 627, 627. Had our stop loss 591, 591. Had to take profit set at 771, which was for a 1 to 4. But yeah, it got taken out at 10:57 instead. 10:57, and yeah, we got the fill on a stop loss 591. That was that one, and then over on the FTMO now. That's failed. It's done now. Doesn't matter. We're finished. But yeah, there's us on the live account. So 4.3% up. Excuse me. About 4.3% up. There's that. Okay, doke. Cheers, guys. See you later. Bye.
Okay, so let's have a look at our entry criteria in picture perfect format. So we're going to start off with demand. So we're looking for buys, and on the higher time frame, pro trend. Okay, so when you see me ticking the boxes, are we pro trend? This is kind of what I have in my mind, what we're seeing. Alright, we want to be seeing higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Then when we come back within the previous range, it's important that we're back into the range. I don't want to be taking longs after the breakout. I want to see price pull back. Usually be a refined point of interest somewhere here. I'm happy to be pretty aggressive and just go straight for the 15-minute entry model combined with our 1-minute entry execution, obviously. But yeah, there's no real clean flips or anything we need to see. I just want to see demand range order flow, demand swing structure, order flow, lows holding, highs getting broken, and this is simply trend is your friend. You know, if we start seeing that demand is still serving from these refined points of interest, then we're going to go with the flow, man. I also have, are we serving from a point of interest that created a flip and has inducement? All that good stuff, pro trend as well, because yeah, that's still great. You know, if this has been flipping levels and we've got inducement, we've got a point of interest, and we're pro trend, it's even stronger. So that's nice. But I'm happy to just simply go with range and swing structure order flow. Okay. So moving over to still in the higher time frame, but now counter trend, and you can see there's a little bit more going on now because we want a bit more confluence because you know we're kind of going against the grain here. So we want to see a bit more confluence. So are we serving from a point of interest that created a flip and has inducement? Okay. So you would see something like, again, we're still looking for buys, we're looking for demand, but you would see like supply creating lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, failing to create a lower low. Okay, coming up, testing this level of supply, which is a strong level because it broke structure. Okay, so it's got to test a strong level of supply. Still fails to create a new low, and then demand breaks supply serve, breaks out. Okay, and what you'll see here is, say this breakout stops, because when the market sees that there's more demand than supply in the market, there'll be a lot of orders and stops underneath the previous low, and that's our liquidity, that's our fuel for our counter trend move. Okay, so we want to be coming down, and like this could be X amount of time, this could be a couple of years, doesn't even matter. Now if we're seeing a strong high time frame setup like this, okay, and we've had all this price action happen, and then we've had supply is actually currently serving, but if we're in a strong point of interest that is like swept liquidity, got inducement and created a strong flip, then we can go down to our 15 entry
15-minute entry model combined with a 1-minute entry model. Right, but really important, got inducement, and it's created a flip. Okie doke. So that's our counter trend higher time frame. Okay, so now onto the 15-minute time frame. Now on the 15-minute, there's no more pro or counter trend setups. It's just the same setup either way we're going. Alright, so this is either the supply pulling back into our pro trend range, most recent range, yeah, or this is supply coming into our strong counter trend point of interest. Okay, and it's pretty much the same details as the counter trend. We see supply causing a lower low, a lower high, a lower low, lower high, but failing to create a lower low. You could see a bit of range price action going on here, creating liquidity, like a bit of indecision in the market or fair price, whatever you want to call it. And then supply, which is a strong level of supply because it broke structure, yeah, it's come up. And now if it's going to continue the trend short on the 15-minute, it would have swept liquidity and create a new lower low, breaking this low here, right? So it sweeps liquidity, it's got a fair chance by having the fuel to do so, and still fails to create a new low. And demand holds. Now what's happened is demand has actually swept liquidity, mitigated some demand order flow, mitigated our pro trend range, mitigated our counter trend strong point of interest. Come back up, tested supply, supply is still failing, and actually breaks supply, okay, and has a flip. So do we have a flip? Sorry, do we have flip inducement? I've got these the wrong way around, really. Yep, so same detail as I just explained. You know, we'll see these breakout, market breaking out, and there'll be a lot of orders and stops placed underneath the previous low. That's the fill you want. So do we have flip inducement? Yes. Are we selling from a point of interest that created a 15-minute flip or above? Yes. So this is demand that basically broke supply serve, range flip, all the good stuff. And very important on the 15-minute as well is, are we serving from an area that has swept liquidity? Okay, because if you haven't swept liquidity, you become the liquidity. Alright. So yeah, that's our 15-minute entry model, yeah, both pro and counter trend. Then once we see all this setting up, and we've had the inducement, we're kind of pulling back now into the extremity, this is where we're looking for our 1-minute entry model. Boom, boom. This is game time. So yeah, this will be our 15-minute point of interest. I should have done this on all the time frames really. That's this badger. Now here. And what we want to see is, again, like price actions fractal, yeah? We want to buy, so we want to see that demand is serving. We want to see that there's more demand than supply in the market. Now we're seeing that on the high time frame, whether it's pro trend or from a strong point of interest that's flipped. We're now seeing that on the 15-minute time frame, that demand is a broken supply serve. And now we just want to see it on the 1-minute time frame. And if we see that, then probability is on our side that buys are a go. Little additional cherry, yeah, the Asian sweep. We'll like to see this as well. So this would be like the Asian market, and we'll come down around London, you know, after 7 a.m. London Open. If we start seeing this kind of price action, it's even extra juicier, but it's not a must. It's just an additional cherry. So you'll see, yeah, on my entry criteria, the 1-minute entry model, do we have a minimum of 1-minute chock? Okay. Chock is basically a change of character, a change of trend. And the reason I had this 1 minute is because I have been aggressive in the past. This is more for me, that you see me go down to the seconds, and when I have like a real high probability or strong, you know, high time frame 15-minute point of interest, sometimes I can get carried away on the seconds, and you'll see a big push in on the 1 minute. You'll see like a 30 seconds setup and the flip and change of character and stuff, and then we'll get an entry, and all it does is it comes up to the previous high of the 1 minute and just continues the 1 minute trend short, does an extra sweep, and then goes. So I like a 1 minute chalk. I want to see this minimum on the 1 minute. Change the character. But anyway, yeah, another little additional cherry would be that our liquidity is within our point of interest. You'll see supply coming down, lower low, lower high, lower low, excuse me, lower high, test this level of supply, fail to break the low, and then demand break. Okay, and again, on this little breakout in the 1 minute, there'll be stops and orders below here. This is the inducement and the fuel. Now, sometimes price does go from here, or you can call these the decisionals. But again, I just learned to personally, I just go from the extremities every time to keep the probabilities in my favour. So yeah, do we have a minimum of 1 minute chalk? Yes. Has there been a flip? Yeah, so suppliers had a chance to continue the trend here, but it's failed and then got broken. Have we swept liquidity? Yep. This is the bit where we would have swept this liquidity, ideally within our 15-minute point of interest. And do we have inducement? Do we have fuel for the move to come? Yeah, just flip inducement is ideal. We want it before the flip. Okay, and then that's when price will be coming back into this area here, and we'll be hitting market execute. It should be flying to the moon, and then yeah, our trade management will be going from there. Cool. Okay, so obviously it's going to be the same for supply. I am going to make a quick little video for supply as well, just to get eyes on from the way. But that is what we're looking for in the trade to come.